your initiation.
Oh, gosh.
Who are those cupcakes for?
For me and Andy. If we like one of the girls, we'll give them one. I'm not friendly in the morning.
Not really.
Right on out. Great to see you. Well, looking forward to it. Where's your dress? Great dress. I'm wearing this. Oh, my God. How are you feeling about today?
I woke up nervous.
Yeah.
And then now, like, as I'm getting dressed, like, I'm getting more excited.
Good. Is Bolo here? You bringing him out?
I didn't bring Bolo.
What? That's why I came. I'm out of here.
Yeah, everything's sit where it's supposed to sit, and he gave what it's supposed to give.
Oh, my God. Maybe best ever. Anyone you're not looking forward to seeing tonight?
Drew is not my favorite, Portia's not my favorite, but I'm in a good place with everyone else.
Okay.
Woo! La la! This is gorgeous. Isn't it nice? Oh, there's my stripper outfit.
I can't hold everything. I can't.
Is that Drew? Wow. Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Mistress, do I go down here?
You know, I always love them on their knees.
Honestly, this is the most submissive I've ever felt at a reunion.
You're ready to give up your card?
I'm kind of here. You just want to take this seat? I mean, like,
Let's go spank you and get it over with.
I mean, honestly. Good evening, everybody. I'm Andy Cohen, joined by the stunning and always hilarious ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ladies, I cannot believe last year we were doing this on Zoom. I am so glad we're here in person because, frankly, I don't think that you could social distance from this season's drama if you wanted to, right? The legendary Bolo couldn't make it, but somehow his inauthentic Chanel outfit, as Marlo put it, is right back there. And on that note, well, hello, Mistress Angel.
Hello.
Did you bring your whip tonight?
Props don't go well on greens.
You're right about that. Well, hello, Peach Juice.
Hello, how you doing?
Great. You ready to turn up tonight?
I am. I'm excited. I didn't sleep at all.
Let me welcome
More.
50 Cent. Or should I say Mrs. 50 Cent Hill?
Mrs. 50 Cent Hill.
How are you?
Yes,
how's married life?
Marriage life is amazing. A lifetime ago.
Yes.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
All right. Well, hello, Lickety Split.
Miss Lickety Split. Yes.
Well,
Hello, Andy.
Welcome to your first reunion.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
Well, ladies, last year the pandemic had everyone staying home, which meant more time with your family, your feelings, and your fridge. Either you fought it or flaunted it. When it came to gaining the COVID-19,
Oh, my God.
it seemed everyone was in the thick of it. Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, y'all wrong for that.
You're wrong with that. Oh, where's you gonna start with me?
I'm stress eating. I'm wearing a minimizer bra and I still can't get the dress closed past my boobs.
I picked up almost 20 pounds. The back fat's blacking on the back.
On the way to the refrigerator to get looking for the ice
When she
cream.
comes to the house, bring me a ham.
How much weight do you want to lose before the wedding?
All of it.
No way.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
The slide ass scale is at 195 pounds.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. I gained at least 10 pounds.
You
during
did?
Quarantine, yeah. Where did you wind up? You
I
were
gained over
135.
30.
Wow.
I am back down to 150 something. So
Wow,
I
good
lost
for
all
you.
of my weight,
How?
actually more. My boobs, that was like maybe 20 pounds. That's true. And Candy can tell you they look absolutely amazing.
Why do you think the ladies all think that you enhanced bottom?
Honestly, I don't care why. When I lose weight, my butt gets smaller. You can all see my butt is half the size. I think all of the ladies.
Yeah.
all
Okay,
the
that makes
ladies
sense.
do.
Yeah.
I lost in the past 3 weeks about 10 pounds.
Okay.
Okay.
I cut out alcohol.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
immediate
that's
drop.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I was drinking.
You probably feel cleaner, you sleep better.
Tiana from Columbia, Maryland said, Drew, is Ralph a personal trainer because his body's amazing? It must be nice to have a man like that to work out with whenever you want to.
Yes, now his body is amazing, for the record. But yeah, it's definitely helpful to have somebody in the house that is health conscious.
Candy, you just finished shooting The Chi, right?
We're still filming.
Oh, you're still filming?
That was my motivation to lose the weight. I've been looking back at this season. I'm like, oh my God, I look like a frumpy auntie, just like
We all did, though. We all had some big hot auntie booties.
Portia, did you really ask your assistant to get you a whole ham?
Whole ham.
Whole ham?
So a ham was what I was eating when I was pregnant.
Okay.
And then I just got the same cravings during...
Your nose at the pig in South Carolina, the next you were eating alligator in New Orleans. What kind of vegan does that make you?
It makes me a confused vegan, okay? But I really use vegan. That's why I say I'm a baby vegan. Yes, because I really just use it for the diet.
Where do you stand with hot dogs?
I haven't had a hot dog in a while.
Read into that as you will.
I like a good hot dog.
Well, Portia, 2020 was a year of growth and change for our country, and you were making us all proud leading the way. But while fighting for social justice was one thing, fighting for your relationship was, well, complicated.
So what's going on? You and Dennis?
We're not together right now.
$1,000.
I know.
In 90 days, y'all will be back
You
together.
would have to put more than that. He buys a Chanel purse every day. But it's still not working. You know, I do wish we could have worked out for Dennis to be in the house. I picked him. She wasn't a mistake. Oh, he wants marriage. Oh, he want to be with me. He said I'm cute. Pregnate me.
In a relationship, like either you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship.
It's very hard for me to find that balance between loving him and then also having to let the relationship go. If we didn't have a baby, you and me probably wouldn't even be talking anymore because you'd be over me and I'd be over you. Growing up with my grandfather being such a powerful civil rights leader, I had marched with my grandfather when I was 6 years old. And it wasn't until I got a little bit older that I understood what my grandfather was doing. There's no turning back.
Did you see what happened in Kentucky? Did you see that Portia got arrested?
Yes, I saw that. I was so proud of Portia. I was extremely happy to see her give of herself in that way and fight.
What is the biggest takeaway from this entire experience?
Is that I'm gonna do it again.
Said it before, I'll say it again. So proud of you watching you use your platform that way.
Thank you. It's a blessing to have the platform and be able to use it.
Seeing Georgia turn blue must have been
Amazing.
incredible for
it
all.
was.
I mean,
Flip-flop.
It really was. And, Stacey Abrams, who is our shero, she led the way and really inspired all of us to influence everybody to get out and vote. So it really doesn't matter who you are. If you have a platform and you're able to use it, then you should. We needed to save lives, so we voted like our lives depended on it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Kyle from Las Vegas, California said, Drew, it was really fun watching you and Portia become friends this season. Has she inspired you to get involved in any of her causes?
Absolutely.
Drew was actually in the Senate PSA.
As soon as Portia asked me to come, I was like, what can I do? I want to do more. We need better gun laws in this country.
Please vote.
Vote or else. Portia knows anything she needs me to do, I'm there and ready.
Janae from Los Angeles said, Kenya, you clearly don't believe Portia's recent activism. We're talking bad about it.
So I never said that I didn't believe in what she's doing, because the greater good is bigger than anything that's going on here. But she excluded me from the PSA. So if you're talking about being a bigger person and thinking about a cause, then to me, those things tell me otherwise. They're contradictory.
To do anything that I'm doing, it comes from a very humble place. It comes from a place of me wanting to sacrifice myself for any of the black women that are out here, for any black men that are out here. The cause is bigger than me. So whatever she has to say about me personally, it's not going to stop anything that I'm doing at all.
So why not include her in the PSA?
Why would I want to bring someone who speaks so
You had already
hateful about
questioned
my
her
efforts?
motives.
Why would I even...
Her actions are showing that she doesn't care about all of our lives.
While you're talking from the curb, what have you done in the streets?
Question my activism.
Why are you questioning mine?
They don't match, Portia. Believe in the words that you say.
About
Do what
me
you want to do.
doing. Would you like me to be silent?
Up next, Ralph, we received a tremendous amount of questions about this, so obviously everyone wants to know who or what was in Tampa for 3 days.
Introducing new
great body wash made with Epsom salt and electrolytes.
What have you done in the street?
Question my activism.
Why are you questioning mine?
They don't match, Portia. Stop it. You're trying. Believe in the words that you say.
About
Do what you want to do.
doing.
I'm proud of what
So
you're
however you
doing.
feel, you don't have
I'm proud that you went out there, but at the same time,
She did just say she was proud of your activism and what you're doing. Did you hear her say that?
First of all, I'm being terribly disrespected in this moment. And so I'm not going to be fake and act like she has said all of those harmful things just now and take that one piece.
that's not
Right.
harmful.
This is how she feels. It's not going to stop
You
anything
did not
that I'm
invite
doing.
us to the PSA.
And those are petty things.
Those are not. Those are petty
things.
because you made them petty.
In a case where someone has discredited me to other people in interviews constantly, that's not even someone who wants to align themselves with me.
Is there any one organization that you feel like people should know more about?
Absolutely. Until Freedom is an organization that I fully back, and I work with them. We just recently went to Kentucky for Breonna Taylor's anniversary of her death. They still haven't indicted any of those officers.
Right. All right. I want to switch gears. Marley from Minneapolis said, Portia, Dennis said you've thrown him out 3 times. What were the reasons you kept throwing him out?
I don't even remember like 2 of them.
I don't remember
like
2 of them.
2 of them I don't remember because one of them I know for a fact was just a casualty of being in the pandemic. It was like, I'm getting on your nerves, you're getting on mine, and that ended. So I don't know. It's just a relationship mess.
Is he still buying you the purses?
No.
I'm sorry.
No, I know. I'm sorry.
Jerry from Baltimore wants to know where you see your relationship with Dennis in the future.
I know right now we're doing good, transitioning into just being family.
And so have you dated anyone?
Yes, I did go on a date. It was terrible. Toya hooked me up with the guy. He ended up being way younger than she said, which was not cool.
What made it so bad?
He was sweet, but he was just too young and just young and full of kind.
Well, Kenya, in your half century on this earth, you've been a wife, mother, actress, producer, and most recently, world-class dick detective. And after a whirlwind year of marital distress, is it time for you to finally exhale? Did you guys know she was in Waiting to Exhale?
Yeah, she my
Okay,
first
yeah.
movie
Take a
role.
look.
Yesterday, I received this from Mr.
He
Davies,
filed for divorce?
and he's asking for alimony.
No, he's not. So Kenya talked to you about everything that was happening with the divorce?
Mostly.
He was trying to file and ask for alimony.
She told me that. Yeah.
And she doesn't really want to discuss it with everybody, so.
Right. Her husband's asking for alimony. He wants a check.
Okay, watch what you say though about her business. I don't go around telling people stuff, but ooh Lord, she sure gave me the ammo.
I mean, we can call him if he'll answer the phone.
Okay.
All right, I want to start with the big question. Where do things stand with you two now?
We're still in court, but
Okay.
I won sole custody.
That's great.
You know, we're married. I take my vows seriously. That's why I still wear my ring until I'm divorced.
So are you divorcing or not?
I filed for divorce.
And he asked for alimony at one point.
He said that we incorrectly interpreted New York law.
Do you believe that?
He's not asking me for alimony now.
He's not.
No.
Trina from Montclair, New Jersey said, Kenya, you were so upset with LaToya for revealing your alimony information to the nieces, but it was actually Candy who talked about it. So why were you so mad at LaToya but not Candy?
Well, Candy, we did talk about that.
Yes, we did.
Because Don Juan I consider a friend, and those are still people I feel care about me. I was upset with her because she took it to people that clearly do not care about me.
By the way, worth noting that Portia came to your defense when LaToya
I did
brought
see
that
that,
up.
yes.
She said,
It was off limits.
yeah.
True. Thank you for that.
And I actually said that too.
And Drew.
I told her to be
Yeah.
careful divulging that.
Portia, why did you speak up on that?
I don't know. I thought Toya was crazy.
Allie from Lambertville, New Jersey said, Cynthia and Candy, you both were annoyed with Kenya for continuing to stay in this marriage with Mark. Have you let them know how you feel and that she should move on?
Well, Kenya and I have definitely had conversations about the marriage. I really like Mark. And what I don't like is you're not happy, clearly. Why are you staying in this moment of limbo for like most of the marriage at this point?
It just feels like everything she does for the betterment of Brooklyn, he just fights on everything. It just is crazy.
I think if it had not been for the pandemic, we would have been able to be physically together to be able to figure out, is it going to work or not?
So why did you finally file for divorce?
I just think he's fighting for all the wrong things in court.
What's he fighting for in court?
It was...
Well, I mean, I'm curious
for Brooklyn not to be on this show.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that's
and
interesting.
Not about custody, not about time being spent, not about child support.
And do you view that as him trying to protect her?
No, not at all, because it has everything to do with his ego. And all of the things that happen with us that trigger him are ego-driven. And that is what turns me off.
Okay.
Because it's not about the family. It's not about what works for us. It's not about compromise. It's about you. It's about what happens with you.
In the finale, we found out he blocked you on his phone.
Yes, because he saw me. Yes, he unblocked me. But he saw me on an interview.
How many times has he blocked you since then?
None. Yeah. And he apologized.
Should we call him now and see if you're unblocked?
Yeah.
Hey, obviously you two have your differences, but listening to Portia talk about how she's co-parenting, they seem to be keeping the communications open in a way that you might aspire to, I would think.
Well, I'll say this. I am married. And that is my husband. You can't compare two people's relationships.
Lauren from Georgia has an interesting theory. She feels that your relationship with your mom is why you enter into destructive relationships.
I agree with that.
You do?
Well, it's not necessarily destructive. I believe that I'm chasing something that I didn't get from my mom. My mother wasn't available to me emotionally.
Has she made any other efforts to have a relationship with you in Brooklyn?
She sent Brooklyn toys, clothing, cards, and that is a form of acknowledgement to me.
It's a long way from her not answering the door.
It is a long way.
Ellen from Greenwich, Connecticut said, Drew, why do you talk about Kenya's marriage every chance you get when you still don't know where your husband was in Florida and what he was doing there?
That part.
That's hilarious. I don't really talk about Kenya's marriage.
Nice try, but I marriage first. You have talked about
me and my husband before I ever met him.
Excuse me?
So you called us strays walking in.
I know.
I'm suited and booted.
Oh, Cynthia. Where do you get all of these strays from, honey? I mean, what do you do? Just visit the local pound?
I have nothing to do with that.
It was a joke with Cynthia, right, Cynthia?
No,
it had nothing to do with
I have
you.
nothing to do with that.
It was a joke, but I could see how she could feel.
Thank you.
Drew tweeted about that, the definition of a stray, not in the right place, separated from a target. My family is all together under the roof. Girl, you good?
That is uncalled for. And your family is not under the same roof. Your baby daddy is under the roof of a jail. Excuse me? So how is it under the same roof?
So okay, well, he's not in jail now. You called me a stray.
All you
owe
do
me an
is
apology
obsess
for
about
that
my marriage.
because that wasn't
You wanna
okay.
apologize for
On the
calling her a
record, we
stray?
are under one
I'm going to
roof.
apologize for calling her straight. Absolutely, because it was really an issue with Cynthia. It was a joke.
Yeah, but she still took offense, obviously.
I'm giving you an apology for calling you a straight.
Because you know what would have been funny? You could have said it to my face, girl. You could have said it to my face.
Okay,
But you
girl.
could have said it to my face, girl. I had to watch the show to see you talking about me. So that's not cool. That's fake.
Really?
Oh, girl,
Okay.
yes.
All that.
And the finger snap, too.
All that.
At the finger snap, too.
All right. We got a lot of viewer questions and comments about the Halloween episode that aired and the costume you chose to wear. Bravo recognized that this was disrespectful and offensive and issued an apology that same day to both the Native American community and the audience as a whole. You also issued an apology. Tell me what happened from that episode airing to now.
Oh, wow. I received a lot of vitriol. And I remember defending myself saying, well, it's part of my heritage. So I didn't understand all of the anger and where was it coming from.
Okay.
So
What is your Native American heritage? I mean, do you know?
my family, they're from West Virginia. And so I have aunts who have lived on reservations. I did speak to an organization, Illumi Native, and they explained to me why it was so upsetting to specific Native Americans.
Why is it so offensive?
It's offensive because it's not supposed to be a costume. Customs are not costumes. And I thought I was honoring something that was beautiful, that was full of strength. And it wasn't, because for them, even feathers, eagle feathers, all of those things are sacred to them. It's spiritual to them. They feel underrepresented. They don't want to be made fun of, and they don't want people to not take them seriously. And when people wear costumes like that, it makes them feel like they're being mocked. It was such a bad mistake on my part, because if I have this heritage, I should have known better.
Mm-hmm. You know, I find it really interesting that you always want the understanding, you always want the forgiveness immediately, but you never extend that to anyone else. Because when we started the season, I remember seeing an interview where you say, oh, well, she doesn't know anything about the Underground Railroad.
The day they taught about the Underground Railroad and the day they taught a class on class. She missed both of those.
That was also a teachable moment. It was terribly irresponsible for me to be on national television. Yes, I did on Watch What Happens Live. I definitely needed to correct that, even for myself.
Yes.
And what I did, I went back, forget the clock, but I went back. So I went back and I read up on the Underground Railroad and everything else. And because I do want, there were memes, it was a whole.
I put her on the grill.
He did. And, you know, where you're coming today, which I'm proud of you for educating yourself, because you recognize it was very ignorant, very hurtful to that culture, is the same way that for my very own culture as an African American, I knew that is terribly irresponsible for me to have done that. But yet, here we are years later, and you're using the Underground Railroad to shame me and what I'm doing for Black Lives Matter. So all I'm saying is that,
can you see how contradicting you are? That's not true.
Can you see how contradicting you are?
I see the contradiction in what you're saying, because what you're saying is incorrect. So you never acknowledged the fact that you posted a photo of your sister wearing Native American wear. And that is not right. In Drew's case, she dressed as an Indian woman for Halloween also. Oh. So it would be nice, instead of pointing a finger, to say, yes, we have all made these mistakes, and let's try to do better, because now we know better.
If it was me who would have come on the show with that on, you would be sitting here using it as a way to roast me right now, just as you're bringing up Drew, just as you're bringing up my sister.
When someone
turns and decides to be better, let them be better.
This is what you don't know. We wore that at my mother's family reunion, so it wasn't a Halloween costume. You're talking about over 10 years ago at a family reunion. We did a ceremony for our ancestors in Louisiana where we all wore Native American, and those weren't costumes from Party City. It was actually made by my mother's great-grandmother.
The picture that they showed,
that is what
it was hashtag Halloween.
That was from my
hashtag Halloween.
That was from honestly all made mistakes. That is what it is.
So we're going to leave it there. We're going to be right back after this. Coming up,
Ralph has never given me a reason to think he's been unfaithful.
Candy, it doesn't look like you've been buying this story.
Nah.
Atlanta Season 13 reunion. It's time to welcome our newest house husband, Ralph. Hey, thanks for joining us, Ralph.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Ralph. You two kind of came in hot. Way too hot. Have you been to any good beaches lately?
You come in.
Welcome to the reunion. Mistress told me to do it.
Okay, whatever.
Let's just get right to it, okay?
Well, Drew, with your Hollywood hustle and Chi-Town realness, the fact that you fit right in with the Atlanta ladies was no mystery. But if only the same could be said for your husband and his trip to Tampa. Let's watch.
You feel comfortable just like leaving and not telling me?
Told you I was at the beach.
Did you leave Georgia?
Absolutely.
Where did you go?
Tampa.
I don't know who would drive past 4 beaches to get to the ocean. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and look stupid. I'm not. I got my eyes open. He definitely was flipping girls over. I was one of them.
What, you put it on your shoulder or something like that?
When I told you this over the phone, you definitely were like,
You didn't give me all the details that you're giving me now.
I still don't know the details of Tampa. Josiah's biological dad has been reaching out, wanting to build a relationship with him.
I knew this day was gonna come. It just feels like it came so fast.
I just don't want JoJo to ever grow up saying that you stopped me from having a relationship with my dad.
Would you like to talk to old daddy?
I didn't know my dad that was around all the time, but I valued him and I love him, you know, and I'm my dad. You're your dad as well. And we're gonna have fun. Would you like that?
Maybe like a maybe? Okay. Hello.
It's okay.
If you say you want a relationship, you can't disappoint him.
Honestly, I just appreciate you allowing me to be a part of his life. My goal is to be his father, so.
Wow. It was really powerful seeing Josiah reunite with old daddy. What's their relationship like now?
It's growing. Josiah just celebrated his 10th birthday on Friday, and he actually flew in town and hung out with him. And it was the first time they had been together since we did that. It's
was
a journey.
Josiah open to hanging out with him for his birthday?
He was. We asked him. He said yes. And Ralph has been really instrumental in bridging that gap.
I was really moved, Ralph, by your encouragement of Josiah to have this relationship with old daddy. Why was it important for you?
I feel like it's the greatest gift to be able to have a relationship with your child. And I don't want to ever be in a position where I take that away from somebody. Because at the end of the day, that's his biological father.
To those who would say it's too personal a thing to share on television, talk about why you did.
I have a lot of single, mothers that are my friends, a lot of friends that come to us and be inspiring.
Candy, as you look at this, as you're dealing with your own issues with Block and Riley, how is it processing through your mind?
First of all, I just want to say I loved how you guys were open to share, because I do think it helps a lot of families. Obviously, for my child, she's allowed a wall to build up, but you guys are catching it, early. So I definitely, was a little teary-eyed when I was seeing their situation.
How's Riley doing at NYU?
She's doing good.
Did you and Block ever settle the case?
Yeah, they basically say he got to pay his back child support. So they're giving him some time to give a lump sum now, and then he has to start paying the monthly back.
You faced a lot of criticism online for pursuing this child support case. Why was it so important for you to get the money for Riley?
Riley wanted it. She said that that's her money, and it was owed to her. It wasn't like I was going to get new money or something.
Okay.
Well, I did want to say something and address just a question I had. I just wanted to ask Kenya, why did you retweet the tweet that was talking about my son being cringy?
It made me uncomfortable, if I'm going to be honest. I thought it was like a family thing that maybe could have been more in private.
As a woman on your platform, I feel like it was really irresponsible for you to retweet that in a way, because it was something that was so sensitive to our family. In regards to my son, I felt like it was below the belt. I literally was shaking and I cried because I was devastated. As a mother, as you know, we try to make the best decision. It was so hurtful to me and my family because I would never talk about your daughter in a negative way. I can't believe you would do something like that. And so I feel like it was an attack because as me, a mother, I am trying to do the best I can for my child to protect him from the trauma that he may develop. You need to look at the trauma that you've experienced and what your mother didn't give you.
And so in that moment.
What I'm saying to you is it was irresponsible. So if we're going to go low, let me know how low we can go because I can go low.
My opinion does not change.
To unlock.
You need to look at the trauma that you've experienced and what your mother didn't give you.
And so in that moment.
What I'm saying to you is it was irresponsible. So if we're going to go low, let me know how low we can go because I can go low.
My opinion does not change.
You are nasty.
Well, I would prefer that we not put on social media negative things about each other's kids.
I never put anything on social media negative about her child.
A tweet about my son. I just can't believe that you would do something so
I apologize to you about that. If that offended you, and it did, I apologize to you. Would you accept that apology?
You owe me and my son an apology.
Okay. Here you go, baby.
I just really hate it because it's a lot to put your life out on the line for people to see it. I'm just so disappointed in you. I am just so disappointed in you. That hurt me. That hurt me.
How many times have you come from my husband,
idea.
which is the father to my child? Please don't act like you don't understand that comparison. She's talking about a child. Conversation with you. She's talking about her son. He is the father to my child, Portia.
I will never forgive you for that.
Drew,
Understand me.
That's
right now,
fine.
today, at this moment, I will never forgive you for that.
Drew. I
can't believe you would do something like that.
Okay, Drew.
Okay. All right. I want to move on. When you sat down for that anniversary dinner, Drew, did you intend to bring the Tampa trip up?
Hell no. We were having such a great day. Like, I think we woke up, he made me shrimp and grits, popped a bottle of champagne. But as the day progressed and we were having dinner, I'm just like, I can't let this go. Like, I just can't pretend on our anniversary that this is okay.
Cleopatra Dawn from New York City said, Drew, when your husband took off, did it occur to you that he was with another woman? If so, did you address that with him?
Of course, that went through my mind, but Ralph has never given me a reason to think he's been unfaithful.
Ralph, we received a tremendous amount of questions about this, so obviously everyone wants to know. Drum roll, please. Who or what was in Tampa for 3 days?
I needed to get away. You know, the beach is like my place of refuge.
So you passed by other beaches to get
That's
to
what I
Tampa?
said. I said that same thing.
He wouldn't even tell you what hotel he was
We went
in.
to counseling.
Okay.
He actually printed off the hotel receipts. So I did see the dates of the hotel. He actually showed me restaurant receipts where it said number of guests and it said 1.
Oh.
He showed me, what was that app, babe? Was it like on your watch?
I went for a run.
He went for a run, so I was able to see where he was.
So why run to the strip club instead of taking an Uber? I'm just
that's hilarious.
sorry.
No, I can tell you
Clubs in
this.
Tampa.
Are you kidding? It's like the stripper capital of the country. Tampa? Oh, yes.
I didn't go to any strip clubs.
Okay.
I spent the entire time by myself, no other women.
I've been watching Mistress Angel. Add poker face, Mistress Angel, because it doesn't look like you've been buying this story.
Nah.
You don't buy it.
It's not for me to buy it.
Right.
As long as she buys it.
And what would your reaction be if Todd went to Tampa?
Hell would have broke loose.
Cynthia, what would your reaction have been if Mike Hill slipped town for 3 days?
Mike is like a rules guy. If he can go to Tampa for 3 days and I tell me, that means I have a pass to go to Tampa for 3 days at any point.
I personally felt like you should have been more forthcoming with information sooner.
You're absolutely right. And something I apologized to my wife.
You did.
I just
Now I feel like you
apologize.
gotta apologize to all of us.
I apologize to everybody that, I actually struck a nerve. And I can promise you this, I will never ever leave again without Drew.
Say that loud,
Hey,
man. Say that
that's what I'm
again.
going to say.
You gotta
I
say
will
it.
never leave again without Drew knowing where I'm going.
Well, guess what? Now everybody knows who he is. So
Exactly.
you've got a country of private eyes.
In my defense here, Drew had her time to vacate and clear her mind. Look where you guys went. Y'all had Bolo and y'all was at y'all had this whole situation in South Carolina.
So you knew where she was.
You saw it. Thank you.
You knew where she was.
I knew it, yeah.
No shade.
I am curious because it was interesting watching Drew recount the night in the dungeon with you. When you watched the episode, were you upset after seeing it by what you saw?
I definitely was upset by what I saw. And you can tell me about it, but actually seeing it, completely different. It's different.
It was a lot of, wait.
So what happened here? Where were you?
Maisie from Louisville, Kentucky said, I'm wondering why Drew keeps making references to what the other women should do to keep their husbands when she seems to be hanging on to her own by a thread. What do you want to say to Maisie?
Love it.
That part.
Jeez.
Kenya, we got your question, and we changed the name to Maisie from Louisville. Sorry.
Listen, we've almost been divorced a few times. And I think for us, counseling has just been the key for us.
Are you still, and you're still in counseling?
Every Monday.
Drew, on Bravo's Daily Dish podcast, you said one of your fellow housewives, not mentioning names, had crossed the line when it came to your husband, giving him googly eyes. I don't find that attractive. I find it disrespectful. Who are you talking about?
You're not talking about me. Because I said one comment about him in the interview bite. And that was it.
It was definitely disrespectful. I mean, you don't continue to comment on someone's husband.
Did she continue to?
What is
She's
continue?
saying she
One
said it
time.
once.
Even yesterday,
Stop
she's like,
lying.
oh, you're wearing my favorite color.
She did like this too?
Did she do it repeatedly on the show? I mean,
Oh, yeah. She did it more than once.
No, I did not.
You did.
Yeah, okay.
This my hubby.
Seeing Drew, I'm just kind of underwhelmed. It was cute.
That's my husband. Okay, hey husband.
I mean, he's a cute guy.
My auntie was complimenting your husband.
Oh, that was funny. She wants an issue with me. It's okay.
Well, no, I want to talk about that, though, because you said recently on Watch What Happens Live that you regret your
I did.
behavior towards Apollo.
Look at you. Look like a supermodel with the shades on. He is a very attractive man. I was like, Apollo, he's kind of fine.
Why?
It was inappropriate because Phaedra and I were not friends. And that's what I regretted.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we got a lot of tweets from people saying you need to stop referring to your marriage as a perfect marriage.
It's perfect for me, and it's perfect in God's eyes. I think I said my hairline is perfect, too, and I paid for it, so.
Okay, Ralph, thank you for coming. See you in Tampa.
You survived. You survived the dungeon.
Vibes, we're going to be right back. Coming up.
I'm just happy to be here with all my girls, except SpongeBob. Drew.
Coming out swinging.
This fan came in here hot, ready.
I got a break.
Are you gonna get taken out of it right now?
I can eat, but I can't go to the bathroom. I gotta take this off to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you gotta take me out on a date
Yes,
tonight.
sir. We need to go on a big date.
They said turn off the lights.
We just broke and I'm doing my touch-ups and stuff now.
Everybody get along.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Latoya forever. Hi. You're sick. What's wrong? Kidney infection. Oh, what can we give you? Oh, Latoya, I need a hug.
You want to talk about I speak on your marriage? Well, let's go to the root. You were coming from me and my husband, and I only responded. So where do you get in your mind that I'm attacking you? That is crazy. I'm defending myself.
Yeah.
Because I have that right.
Let me tell you something.
But she apologized, which I was kind of shocked. She apologized for that moment.
It'll be all right.
She got a lot more apologies, though. That was one down. She got about 14 more apologies she owed me.
Hello?
Kenya, one of your assistants just barged into my room, held the camera in my face, and they were like, "Oh, your store heard that you were sick and gave me vitamin C."
Vitamin C?
Vitamin C. She's trying to be funny, and it's not funny to me. Like, who do you think?
Where was security? Hello?
Here we go. Please help us get through this day.
Welcome back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13 reunion. We've been joined by Candy's friend that Kenya stole. Latoya forever, Ali. Hey, Latoya.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I know you've been under the weather. How are you feeling?
I'm getting better, slowly but surely. But I'm just happy to be here with all my girls, except SpongeBob.
Ooh,
Coming out swinging.
This fan came in here
Yeah,
hot,
it's
ready.
crazy because earlier in my glam room, trying to get over this cold, and
You
Ralph,
have a cold or a kidney infection?
a cold, kidney infection, UTI infection, you name it, I am going through it, Andy.
Okay.
So anyways, Ralphie's barber barged into my glam room with a camera and put it in my face and said, "Oh, this vitamin C is from Drew Snora because she heard that you're under the weather." You kind of crossed me and it hurt me.
I did not even know that was happening. Ralph did not know that was happening. And so that person didn't belong here. And so she's gone. I agree with you.
said it
I
was
apologize
you.
on behalf of her. I was mortified.
Wow, great line.
100.
Great line. Would you like to
I
put
wouldn't
that on
apologize.
Jesus?
I wouldn't apologize if I didn't mean it. I stand on my truth.
Okay. She's feeling herself now that I, enhanced her fashion department.
Oh, you're going to take credit for no
I
idea,
take
Jeremy?
credit.
Oh,
Yes.
he worked very
She
hard.
did
So I
not
let him
come
know.
to play.
Latoya
You
thinks she
look
did this
bomb.
today.
You look
you
bomb
got
today.
yourself way up.
You look
and
so
it is
good
not
today.
stuck.
You look beautiful today. All those other costumes you wore throughout the season.
Costumes?
Calm down. Patty
look
Peach
bomb
Liz.
today.
Patty Peach Liz. Pipe
You
down.
look so good
Pipe down.
today. Every day it was like a nightmare.
Next time on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
That's not auntie wear.
Oh, that's only fresh out of lipo wear.
Why did you start singing at the meal?
Well, maybe if I put it in a song, maybe I can get through to her.
How did it work? Do you want to hear the mean tweets about your wedding, or do you want
Sure,
to?
let's go.
Such a huge wedding during the pandemic was selfish. Why couldn't you wait or scale it down?
You arranged to have a whole dick in a box come. But if you wanted to arrange to have your child there, I think that you could have made it happen easier than I made it happen.
I was friends with Portia. I just don't remember her talking to you so much. Yes, Candy and Candy this and Candy this. After the dungeon party, you guys were, like you had some dirt on her or something.
I got a break.
Are you gonna get taken out of it right now?
I can eat, but I can't go to the bathroom. I gotta take this off to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you gotta take me out on a date tonight.
Yes, sir. We need to go on a big date.
They said turn off the lights.
We just broke and I'm doing my touch-ups and stuff now.
Everybody get along.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Latoya forever. Hi. You're sick. What's wrong? Kidney infection. Oh, what can we give you? Oh, Latoya, I need a hug.
You want I speak on your marriage, but let's go to the root. You were coming for me and my husband, and I only responded. So where do you get in your mind that I'm attacking you? That is crazy. I'm defending myself.
Yeah.
Because I have that right.
Let me tell you something.
But she apologized, which I was kind of shocked. She apologized for that moment.
It'll be all right.
She got a lot more apologies, though. That was one down. She got about 14 more apologies she owed me. Hello?
Kenya, one of your assistants just barged into my room, held the camera in my face, and they were like, oh, your store heard that you were sick and gave me vitamin C.
Vitamin C?
Vitamin C. She's trying to be funny, and it's not funny to me. Like, who do you think?
Where was security?
Hello?
Here we go. Please help us get through this day.
Welcome back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 13 reunion. We've been joined by Candy's friend that Kenya stole, Latoya Forever Ali. Hey, Latoya.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I know you've been under the weather. How are you feeling?
I'm getting better, slowly but surely. But I'm just happy to be here with all my girls, except SpongeBob.
Ooh,
I think Stan came in here.
Yeah, it's crazy because earlier in my glam room, you know, trying to get over this cold, and Ralph.
A cold or a kidney infection?
A cold, kidney infection, UTI infection, you name it. I am going through it, Andy.
Okay.
So anyways, Ralphie's barber barged into my glam room with a camera and put it in my face and said, oh, this vitamin C is from Drew Snora because she heard that you're under weather. You kind of crossed me and it hurt me.
I did not even know that was happening. Ralph did not know that was happening. And so that person didn't belong here. And so she's gone. I agree with you. I apologize on behalf of her. I was mortified.
Wow, great lie.
100.
Great lie. Would you like to put that on Jesus?
I wouldn't apologize if I didn't mean it. I stand on my truth.
Okay. She's feeling herself now that I, enhanced her fashion department.
Oh, you're going to take credit for no ID,
I
Jeremy?
Credit.
Oh, he worked very hard. So I let him know. Latoya thinks she did this today.
You look bomb today.
You
look so good today. You look beautiful today. All those other costumes you wore throughout the season.
Costumes?
Calm down. Petty Peach Liz. Petty Peach Liz. Pipe down.
You look so good today. Every day it was like a nightmare.
Next time on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
That's not auntie wear.
Please. That's only fresh out of LIFO wear.
Why did you start singing at the meal?
Well, maybe if I put it in a song, maybe I can get through there.
How did it work? Do you want to hear the mean tweets about your wedding, or do you want to?
Sure, let's go.
Such a huge wedding during the pandemic was selfish. Why couldn't you wait or scale it down?
You arranged to have a whole dick in a box come. But if you wanted to arrange to have your child there, I think that you could have made it happen easier than I made it happen. I was friends with Portia. I just don't remember her talking to you so much. And, yes, Candy, and Candy this, and Candy this. After the dungeon party, you guys were, like you had some dirt on her or something.